Battle of the Alamo happens within a larger Mexican Civil War, which starts out soon after Mexican independence. Following Mexican independence from Spain in 1821, the country was dealing with what kind of government to establish. They could establish a monarchy, a centralist government, or a federalist republic. The first choice became a monarchy under Agustin I. That was short-lived, and it led to the Federalist Constitution of 1824 after a lot of arguing. With the Federalist Constitution, the centralist authorities that wanted to centralize all authority in Mexico City were dealt a blow. This was going to be short-lived. In 1829, there's a coup led by Anastasio Bustamante, which leads for other states in the Mexican Republic to begin to fight for their rights. In 1832, this leads to Santa Anna's rising up once again and his being elected the following year. With his election, Texas support, he now has a federalist government to oversee. He soon becomes basically bored, leaves the government in the hands of his vice president, and goes back to his estate. While at his estate, his Vice President Valentin Gomez Farias changes the laws of Mexico, and they affect the three major groups that would get you elected: the military, the landowners, and the church. They go to Santa Anna and they say, hey, we don't like the changes that are happening, and so Santa Anna says basically, I will take care of this, and he goes back and regains control of the government using a clause in the Constitution which gives the president basically more authority during times of crisis. So he comes into power, he deposes the federalist government, puts his centralist friends in, and centralizes all authority in Mexico City. States lose their rights, they become basically departments in Mexico, and this leads to a civil war in Mexico. Among the states fighting were Zacatecas and Coahuila y Texas. Now, as this is occurring, there is a plan to start a revolt with more states led by Farias, General Mejia, and Lorenzo de Zavala. Unfortunately, the Mejia side, which was the strong arm, the military force, is defeated, and it leads to Texas basically standing alone. They are still fighting early on for the restoring of the Federalist Constitution of 1824. But that will soon change. The war party in Texas begins to gain more and more momentum. And following the Battle of Bear, they are truly now in control. The Battle of Bear leads to the taking of the Alamo for the first time by the Texian army. And this prompts the Texas government to see that there's the opportunity for advancing the idea of a republic. They will form committees and conventions, and finally on March 2nd, 1836, independence is declared for Texas. As this is occurring, you have the siege of the Alamo. The men here have sent delegates to the convention. So they are represented at the convention, yet they do not know the outcome. They are fighting for liberty and independence, a thing that they will not be able to accomplish because they will be defeated on March 6th. Out of the ashes of defeat will rise the Republic of Texas with the victory at San Jacinto on April 21st, 1836, leading to the Republic of Texas.